5, 4, 3, 2, action.
Don't you think it's time you made up with her?
She's my mom. I think I'll know when it's time.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I just think you're acting like a baby.
You think I'm a baby? What about what happened last week at school?
You said we wouldn't mention that.
Well, I'm mentioning it. You cried because you lost your pencil.
It was a pen, and you know my dad gave me that before he died. I was crying because I missed my dad, not because of my pen.
Whatever. She embarrassed me. I can't forgive that.
She's your mom. She was just trying to help. You better be glad she's still around to embarrass you.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's not. Think about what it would be like if she wasn't around.
I don't want to think about that.
Of course not. So appreciate her now while she's here. Tell her you're sorry and that you love her while you still can.
Whatever. I still think you're a baby for crying about a pencil.
It was a pen.
How'd you do on the test?
I think pretty well. I studied all night. How about you?
Oh, I did great.
Really? But you just told me you were failing the class last week.
Well, let's just say I had a little help from my friends.
What does that mean?
You know, my friends, who just happened to see a copy of the test and figured out the answers.
You cheated?
Oh, come on, don't tell me you've never cheated.
I've never cheated. That's wrong, Allison. You know it. Why would you do that?
Obviously, to get a good grade, duh.
Is it really worth it, knowing that what you did is wrong?
Well, maybe not.
Excuse me, do you live here?
You startled me.
Sorry, I'm looking for Sherry.
I don't know Sherry.
Really? Her mom said you were her best friend.
We used to be. We don't talk to each other now.
Do you know where she is now?
Who are you?
Mark Anderson, FBI.
I don't know anything. I have to go. I'm late for work.
Oh, please, can you just talk a minute?
What part of I'm late don't you understand?
Cut.
Excuse me. Do you live here?
You startled me.
I'm sorry. I'm looking for Sherry.
I don't know a Sherry.
Really? Her mom said you were best friends.
Used to be. We don't talk anymore.
Do you know where she is now?
Who are you?
Mark Anderson, FBI.
Well, I don't know, and I'm on my way to work. I'm late.
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
What part of I'm late do you not understand?
Cut.
How did you do on that test?
I think pretty well. I studied all night. How about you?
Oh, I did great.
Really? But you told me you were failing the class last week.
Well, let's just say I had a little help from my friends.
What does that mean?
You know, my friends who just happened to see a copy of the test and figure out the answers.
You cheated?
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you never cheated.
I've never cheated. That's wrong, Alice. And why would you do that?
to get a good grade. Duh.
Is it really worth it not knowing that what you did was wrong?
Maybe not. Look, just because she's pretty doesn't mean she's nice. You have to prove kindness. Do something nice, say something kind. That's what makes you really pretty. Makeup and clothes can't do kind things.
Kindness isn't about looking pretty. Kindness is about being kind or doing kind deeds. It's not all about your makeup or your hair. It's just about your inner beauty inside of you.
Well, one day I was playing football. I was running for the touchdown line after I caught the pass. I was celebrating a little bit too early. Then this huge guy smashed me into the ground. I thought it was kind of funny.
Look, just because she's pretty doesn't mean she's nice, too. You have to prove kindness. Say something nice, do something kind, you know? That's what really makes you pretty. Makeup and clothes, they can't do those things.
One time, I was out tubing with my cousin Chandler. Whenever I get adrenalized, it's hard for me to, unclench myself. So we were on the tube seeing who could hang on longer, and his father flipped us on the tube. My cousin, he went flying off the tube. He was the smart one. I was stuck holding onto the edge underwater. I nearly drowned myself before I realized I need to let go or I'm going to drown. So I let go. It was kind of stupid.
My mom tells me to brush my teeth every morning. Every morning. What does she think? When I go to sleep, I forget? My brain gets erased? Does she think that when I wake up, I'm a whole new person? One that hasn't woken up in this house for 12 years? It's me. Remember me? Mom, don't you look familiar? Or maybe it's her brain that resets at night. That would explain a lot.
My mom tells me to brush my teeth every morning. Every morning. What does she think? That when I go to sleep, I forget? That my brain gets erased? Or when I wake up, I'm a completely different person? One that hasn't slept in this household for 12 years and never heard her say, brush your teeth? Hey, remember me, Mom? Don't I look familiar? Or maybe it's Mom's brain that resets every night. That'd explain a lot.
I knew going to the principal's office wasn't going to be a good thing, but I was looking forward to seeing Miss Anderson. I hadn't seen her ever since the last time, after the chalk incident. I knew she'd do what she had to and expel me for a day or so, but I was okay with that. And yeah, Mom and Dad would be mad when they found out, and I probably wouldn't get to go to JC's party on Saturday. But it was worth it. It was worth seeing those green bubbles shoot out of the angel's mouth in the middle of the fountain. Now, you gotta admit, that was pretty funny.
Look, just because she's pretty and nice doesn't mean she's kind too. You can't prove your kindness. You have to earn it. Makeup and clothes don't make you pretty, nice, or kind, you know?
I knew going to the principal wasn't supposed to be a good thing, but I hadn't seen her since the last time, since the chalk dust incident. I knew she would do her job, expel me for a day or so, but I admire her for that. She's just doing her job. And, Mom and Dad would be mad. I probably wouldn't get to go to JC's birthday on Saturday, but it was worth it. It was worth it to see those green bubbles rising out of the angel's mouth in the middle of the fountain. You gotta admit, you can see how it'd be worth it.